Hey everyone, what is up? It is Berlin. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Easter Saturday. We're going to get into another little kind of beauty guru drama video over here on my channel. This is going to be a more funny, kind of light-hearted drama video. Not all the heavy James Charles stuff or Vlog Squad stuff. This one is just going to be kind of funny, kind of light-hearted, so don't take it all too seriously. But if you're into that sort of thing, then keep on watching. So, Nikkie Tutorials recently uploaded a video where she tried a $300 or $400 face mask. It was a rubber face mask that you pull over your head. Now, of course, there is a lot of underground sort of fetish kind of people who will buy something like this and use it, you know, and I am not here to kink shame at all. I don't do that over here on my channel really, but this face mask, problematic because they'd labeled it as a transgender face mask. Now, when you do a little bit of research online, when you go and look it up, these things are actually marketed as transgender or cross-dresser items. Really? I am side-eyeing the companies that sell and produce these and market them that way. There is absolutely no way they need to market them as transgender items. You know, that to me is really unnecessary. You know, it's a rubber mask. You can advertise it as a rubber mask, a rubber doll mask. There is no reason why you'd need to put the words transgender or cross-dresser in front of that. You know, I understand that there are people who live as rubber dolls. I actually even watched a documentary on Channel 4 that was aired, I think a couple of years ago now, and it was about people who live as rubber dolls. Yeah, you know, it happens. Also, I've always been kind of interested in somebody who is front row at fashion shows very often, and this is an artist called Pandemonia. So if I can find a picture, I'll pop one in here. But actually, something on that, quickly before I get into the rest of the tea about Nikkie Tutorials, I'm going to refer back to one of my old uni sketchbooks. If you don't know, I did study fashion at uni. Here we go. This is my old, this is my old sketchbook. Is this the right one though? That is the question. No, I think this is my second year one. I want my third year one. Damn it! I found it! Okay, so I'm going to open up this book because I think it was on the first page. I put something that actually kind of is relevant to this video a little bit. Okay, so here we go. It is this. I'm going to read you out the quote here. This is actually from Pandemonia, the person that I was talking about, who kind of lives as a rubber doll. They're an artist. So this is a quote from Pandemonia. As you can see, the face, her face is always covered, and she is fully like latex or rubber clad always when she goes out to events and all that kind of thing. So the quote says, "I'm just an idea. It's irrelevant who is behind the mask. We all hide behind masks of identity at some time, both in the real and the virtual world." True. So this was something that I took inspiration from when I was doing my third year project at uni. And so it was like my final collection project. So you can see here, I've got like club kids, all clad in latex and rubber and all that kind of stuff. All that good stuff. So I've always been really kind of intrigued by this kind of thing. I was never scared or weirded out about it. As I said, I don't kink shame unless, you know, you're actually harming someone, like harming children or teenagers. In the case of someone like James Charles, then yes, I will have something to say. But if it's, you know, something you do behind closed doors, all consenting adults, then I'm all for it. I love this kind of thing. I think this is fun. I think it is interesting. And it's also very inspiring. So anyway, that is enough rambling from me. Let's get into the rest of this video.
Fashion. Yes! Got got it. I don't think I've ever been this ready for a new face in my life. You know, after collaborating with a brand that truly had two faces, I'm ready for mine.
No, I'm not saying that definitely was, but was that Nikkie Tutorials possibly throwing a little bit of shade at the brand Too Faced? If you remember, Nikkie collaborated some years ago with the brand Too Faced, and they kind of, you know, weren't very nice to her. They sort of diddled her out of money and stuff like that. So let me know if you think that was her being shady about Too Faced. I don't know. I could be reading something into it that isn't there, but when I saw that clip in the video, I was like, ah. Another topic that this conversation brings up is, of course, the fetishization of transgender people. Some people look at transgender people and fetishize them because they're trans. You know, this is kind of a difficult topic in the transgender community, I think. You know, there are some transgender girls I've met who like the attention and they love being fetishized and worshipped, but then there are some who don't, you know, so it's kind of like, you know, it depends very much on the individual, I think. But I don't know, I feel like transgender people shouldn't be stereotyped, shouldn't be fetishized just for being trans. You know, I feel like you should get to know somebody. You know, if you're interested in someone, you know, perhaps sexually, you should probably get to know somebody before you fetishize them because they're transgender. Much of the time when I appear here on my channel, when I've got my makeup done and stuff, I'm presenting as femme. You know, I have done like a drag king makeup long time ago, but you know, most of the time I'm presenting as femme on here. But you guys know, if you're regular viewers of my channel, that I am indeed non-binary. I identify as non-binary, and that does fall underneath the transgender umbrella. So technically I'm trans. There's that. But, you know, I wouldn't want to be fetishized just because of that. Me personally, I wouldn't, okay? I would like somebody to know me before they fetishize me. That's just my opinion, you know, that's just how I feel about the situation. Of course, any other transsexuals or transgender people will have their own views, their way that they feel about all of this stuff. But for me, it's very much like, you know, I don't want to be seen as some kind of novelty or a token or anything like that because of my gender identity. For me, when I present femme, it's drag. It's like my version of drag, okay? You know, I don't always feel like a woman. You know, I don't identify within the binary. I don't identify as male or female. I'm kind of somewhere in between. So this for me is drag. You know, it depends on the individual. Every non-binary person will be different. Every transgender person will have their own feelings and their own thoughts and views, of course. But for me, you know, I really don't want to feel like something to just be fetishized because of who I am. You know, I'm me, and at the end of the day, that's that, you know. And of course, you know, it is also Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and in particular, transgender people do face a lot of sexual assault and all this kind of really dark stuff. You know, access to getting mental health support, all of this stuff. There is a lot of problems within the transgender community from the outside. The way that the world sees us, the way the world views us, the way that the world treats us, you know, it is not great. It needs to change, and I hope it does. But you know, it seems like the progress is kind of slow, if I'm honest. So with all that said, what I'll do, I'll try and leave some useful resources in the description down below that you can access. Things like chest binder donation and other kind of educational resources for transgender awareness and all this kind of stuff. So if you want to educate yourself or learn anything a little bit more, what I will do is leave that all down below for you. So guys, please let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you guys. Bye.